Over 3,000 classic cars, over 300 classic car clubs, 450 traders.
Oh, and 2 middle-aged blokes in anoraks, ready to lap it all up. Yes, we are live here in Birmingham for the 2025 Classic Motor Show.
The Tyre Kickers podcast with Max and Matt.
Yes, we're here in hall number 5 at the NEC, right in the thick of it, and we're ready to walk miles and miles and do some tyre kicking.
Now, we'll scour the halls for the best stuff to see, the best car clubs to talk to, and the best cars to look at.
We'll also get spannered with Danny from Practical Classics and find out if either of us have what it takes to actually fix our own cars.
Answer no. Also coming up, we'll check out the cars up for sale at the Iconics auction here and see if there's anything worth bidding for.
All that plus the usual opinions and a bit of argy-bargy as we walk round. So come with us as we work the halls and get our much needed steps up at the NEC Classic Motor Show 2025. Well, yes, you join us right in the thick of it. We've had a walk through, Max, and had a look at a few bits. I mean, you forget so many people here, aren't there?
There's lots and lots of people and lots of different cars. And if you're a bit of a car sado, and I'm looking at you, obviously not me, you can suddenly see things you've lusted after for years and years. You can get near and touch and be near. So it's fantastic. I just went past the Austin 1100 store. Now, I haven't seen an 1100 in the flesh for 20 years, and you forget what cute-looking cars they are. We've got to go back there.
Yeah, they are cute. I had to move you on from that one as well. We're stood next to a beautiful, we're at the Alpha stand now, the club stand, and there's this beautiful green 1976 Alfa Romeo Alfa Sud, which we're quite surprised at. One, because we've not seen one for a while. 2, because it doesn't seem to be rusting.
Well, I'm sure it is rusting somewhere. It's just we can't see it. But when was the last time you saw an Alfa Sud? I mean, again, for me, it's got to be at least 10, 15 years ago. And you remember what a fantastic design that is. Look at it, it's perfect. This is a 2-door version, it's a 1300, so it's quite rare being a 2-door. But what a beautiful car the Alfa Sud is. Really underappreciated, yet all the lines are exactly right.
So if you've not been to this show, it's set out, it's the biggest one of the year, basically. It's set out in about 3, 4, 5 halls, I think it is. Just speaking to a couple of people, you get your steps up here. But there's cars everywhere. We're in this car club bit now, then there's a dealer bit where you can buy cars, and they've got some beautiful cars on sale with very big ticket prices on them, haven't they, some of those?
Yes, kind of like... Well, I mean, there's big ticket prices and there is the cheaper stuff. So behind us, we're on this stand at the moment with the Alfa Sud. Over there is the Lancia Club, and over there is the Fiat Club. There's a Fiat X19. Now, again, when was the last time you saw one of those on the road?
Well, that's the beauty. You get to see these cars up close again. You'd have to go to quite a lot of car meets to see stuff. So yeah, we're going to have a little mooch around. There's as I say, there's a dealer section, there's a trader section where we can buy a few bits. I've just seen a British Leyland key ring that I was going to get you, but I remembered I've already got you one. So
yeah, but there is the mug there, and Christmas is coming up.
I'm looking at one mug here. It's a large mug. Right, let's head into the show and see what we can see. So we've wandered through Hall 5, Max, and seen the usual sort of suspects. You got excited about a Metro van, didn't you?
A Metro van and the Princess. We've got to go back to the Princess stand, because I think I saw an HLS, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, we're in the car clubs section, and we've actually stopped at this, which is, I'm scratching my head at a little bit. It sort of looks a bit like a Morris Minor, but it's got an Audi badge on it. I'm a bit confused. It's sort of baby blue. It's that kind of Morris Minor-y looks, a sort of 40s, 50s kind of look to it, but it's got this Audi badge on. I mean, and it's got a big sort of American-style wrap-around thing. Have you seen one of these before?
DKWs. It's an auto union, isn't it? So I'm not quite sure of the history. Now, we've got Frederick here from the DKW Owners Club who can tell us about it. So just first of all, we're standing next to this car. Can you just tell us what this car is? Because neither of us know.
Right. So this is it was marketed as an auto union, but it really is an auto union DKW.
They changed, not confusing at all then?
No, they changed the name because these cars are all 2-strokes.
Right, okay.
And 2-stroke cars really became not very fashionable in the 60s. No one wanted smoky 2-strokes anymore. So they tried to be clever and sell it as an auto union.
So it's German then? What sort of year is it?
This is a 1963 model year car.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It looks a bit older though, doesn't it? It sort of harks back to the 50s a bit.
Yes, this design effectively came about just after the Second World War. And it was, smaller, narrower, and they became wider, and this is the last version of this model, the 1000.
Just tell us the history of this, because it's got the Audi badge on the front, but it says Auto Union on the nose, and it's a DKW owners club. So just unpick that for us.
I'll try to help. So the 4 rings, that was actually the company logo for Auto Union. And the 4 rings, there were 4 car companies that merged under Auto Union umbrella in 1932.
Ah, okay.
And the only company that came back after the war was DKW.
Wow. You're like a sort of walking, talking Wikipedia.
Sorry, was that too much?
No, but I've never seen one. That's why it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is when this was sold new in 1963, Audi as a brand did not exist.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I feel that we've learned something today.
So do I. It's amazing, isn't it? We don't know anything, but now we know a fact.
Yes, exactly.
No, beautiful car. Thank you for talking to us about it.
Thank you.
Well, Max, we're now in the podcast cafe in the middle of Hall 3. I've got a bit disorientated walking around, to be honest. About you?
You've been on your feet for too long, isn't it? You need a rest. I mean, finally, we've got to work in a cafe. This is the peak of our careers. We're serving frappa mochachinos, aren't we, for money?
We might have found your hidden skill.
Have you got coconut milk? No.
Walking around, I kind of feel there's lots of people who look like they could fix their cars, and we're not two of them.
No, we're definitely not.
We're a bit scared of fixing our cars, aren't we?
Well, I wired in some speakers once, and they never worked, and that was the kind of last thing I did. I mean, I checked the oil, I checked the water, I checked the fluids, but that's about as much as I get to. It's a bit embarrassing sitting next to Danny to admit that, really.
Yeah, so we got Danny Hopkins with us from Practical Classic. So how's the show going for you, Danny?
Busy. Yeah. I mean, but I love that. There's no, you get through a weekend like this, it goes past at 1,000 miles an hour because you never stop. People come up and talk to us like they know us, and they talk to us as if we're friends, and I've never met them before, but that's because we put a lot of personality into the mag, which sounds a bit strange for a practical magazine, where we spend a lot of time in the workshop, and we've got our own workshop, and we fix stuff, but actually, the act of fixing cars, especially when you're with your mates, it's a very social activity. It usually involves a lot of swearing.
We've got our own brand of swear words that we can use for that kind of thing, because it is very frustrating, isn't it? And you get your damaged knuckles and stuff for it as well.
Yeah.
So you do have the scars, but what would you recommend as a kind of starter job on something to fix a car with? What could we start with that's really simple?
Well, I think the first thing to do is you've got to know you've got to know yourself. And if you're really not a technical person, then don't put yourself through the pain of trying to be honest. Although I would say that you can't work that out unless you try it. And there is no feeling in the world, there's no better way of getting to know your car than getting under the bonnet and just doing a job. And it can be something really simple, changing the oil. If you've got to 3,000 miles or 4, 5, 6, whatever you decide is the interval, rather than spending 200 quid with a specialist to do it, why don't you get the kit yourself, and it's all there, it's all available from the owners clubs, or even, dare I say it, from one of the online portals, although you never know what's going to turn up in the post. Get under the bonnet, give yourself some time, work out how to do it. I mean, if it's not available in Practical Classics, and there's lots of very good technical advice in that magazine, but there's always a YouTuber somewhere ready to tell you the exact job you want to do. You get under the bonnet, get that job done, change the filter, change the air filter, change the oil, stand back, start the engine and think, I've done that, and I've done that for the cost of the parts alone, and that means I'm actually part of this car that I own.
You underestimate us, though. We forget to put the sump plug back in, for example.
So you said stand back and call the RAC. That's our kind of like.
Well, we've all done it. I mean, we've all made horrible mistakes. And to be honest, one of the things that magazine does is it celebrates the things that we get wrong, because failure is so much more interesting than success.
Okay, we hopped over the white picket fence in hall number 2. We're inside the auction section, the Iconics auction section, and Max stood next to this beautiful blue 1962 Alfa Romeo 2600 Spider. So it's one of those 60s pre the Alpha Spider Spiders, the bit wider, beautiful, it's almost like a red ox-bloody kind of interior. This has had some work done on it. What a stunning car.
That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? A 1962 guided for 70 to 80,000. But before we get into before we get into the cars, I want to explain what we're going to do. We're going to talk a bit about auction cars here, but the next episode is an all-action auction special.
All right, who's doing that then?
Just for the alliteration, you and I, sadly.
Oh.
I haven't told you yet. Come away from the bar, we're going to do this. We've got to do some work.
I thought we'd finished.
No, tough. It's only 2:30, you can't finish yet. So what we're doing is we're going to pick 10 lots, and some of them are here actually. I'm just going to point them out. There's the Lamborghini Espada. There is the MGB GT rubber bumper LE, the run-out special. There's a white E-Type. So what we're going to do in the next episode is we're going to crawl around these cars and have a really good look at them.
Okay.
Then we're going to come and have an idea of what price we think they'll be going for, and then we're going to, through the magic of time, step forward and actually see what they went for.
Right.
So it's a really clever concept, which is probably too clever for you and I to do, isn't it?
It's so original.
But before and after, basically,
Right, okay.
and we're going to check out 10 lots. And some of those are there, so we'll have a look at them in a minute.
Okay, so that's coming very shortly in the next few days. So in the meantime, we'll carry on with this. Let's go get hammered.
We're in Hall 3A. Now, this is the dealer hall. This is what we're looking at. All the dealers, very expensive, very shiny cars all laid out. But we've come to one different dealer, which is laid it out in the style of Arthur Daly. Do you remember Arthur Daly's old used car lot? Well, this is just like a used car lot from the 70s and 80s, isn't it? With porter cabins and cars lined up with prices in, 4-speed, MOT and taxed. And they've got some really interesting BL cars.
Yeah, before you get onto that, let's just describe it a bit more. It is, as Max says, it's like an old car lot. They've got stickers, they've got price stickers on the windows, they've got those boards on top of the cars, they've got bunting across as the Winchester Club. There's even a rack of clothes, Max, that you can dress up like Arthur Daly. It's a really smart idea because lots of people are stopping here, aren't they?
Yeah, we've already come like Arthur Daly, though, so we can't really dress up like how we've already arrived. But let me get to the cars, because I'm very excited about these.
Well, let's describe this before you get into... Right, so we've got a row of cars here that are right up our street. We've got, what, an orange Allegro?
A Mini 1000, a Dolomite Sprint, and a Cortina, 72 Cortina, the Coke bottle Cortina, the GXL. Now, there's two things I want to point out on here, because in the last episode, we were talking about car specs.
Yeah.
And do you remember we were talking about dashboards? You used to just have, basically,
nothing.
A Speedo.
Yeah.
Have a look inside this Allegro 1300 Super. Now, if you have a look at the dashboard...
5995, only 15,000 miles. It's a left hooker, isn't it?
So look at the dash, you've got the Speedo, and on the right, they're so mean, they haven't put a rev counter in, they've just put a blank instrument. It's just a blank screen.
Well, you did say we could get in, so get yourself in an Allegro. You've been wanting to do that for years. Oh, suits you, sir.
Oh, God, this brings back memories. I mean, that kind of flat front dash and that sort of upright driving position, because the Allegro is quite a high car, but it's just so mean in here. 4 gears, 1 switch for the headlights, 1 heated rear window, 1 hazard switch, and that's it, on the 2 classic kind of BL Marina stalks.
You know, this one came from Switzerland, and they probably had better spec, didn't they?
It couldn't get any worse.
Well, that's nice. Let's go and sit in another one for a bit of fun. So this is in lovely BL orange, this one. And as I say, you know, they've made this fun. They've written on chalk on the windscreen. They've got 5995 on that. They've got those stickers. Do you remember those stickers that you used to have on every car dealer?
Yeah.
With it?
They used to have one lady owner stickers, didn't they? That's how ridiculous it was. Come to the end, because there's a Cortina GXL here. Now, again, we were talking about specs in the previous one. The GXL, the Coke bottle Cortina, 1972. GXL was 1 beneath a gear. But look at the extras you got on it. You got the centre console, you got the GXL badges, you got the vinyl roof. Do you remember how good a vinyl roof was on it? And these Cortinas, the Coke bottle Cortinas, the early 70s ones, are such pretty cars. This is a Life on Mars Cortina.
Yeah. Get yourself in that. It's a left hooker again. It's only 31,800 miles from new. It says 17,995. MOT and tax exempt, vanity mirror. It says on the specs, ULEZ compliant and 4-speed. Now Max is getting himself into this brand Cortina.
This is proper luxury spec. Again, 4-speed, but you've got a clock, you've got a speedo, and you've got a rev counter.
Ooh.
This is a cool car. It's that 1970s brown console, and look at all these gauges down here. You've got fuel, battery, oil temperature, water temperature. This is actually spaceship levels of spec for the 1970s.
Those Cortina pedals, I don't know how they used to market this car, but I always just have a vision of those pedals with a leather slip-on shoe over the top.
And these Cortinas with a handbrake, an old-fashioned handbrake, you can handbrake turn these for fun because they were so light at the back. They're great cars to drive.
Well, it's a really nice little setup. If you're coming to the show, it's in Hall 3. It's Andreas Jefferson is the dealer, and they're based down in Devon. They've just decided to do this for the show. All these cars are for sale. Many of them come from Switzerland, they said, which is a bit interesting. So there's obviously a supply of classic cars out there. But yeah, if you're at the show, do stop at this one. It's good fun. They've got a bar, they've got the Winchester Club. You can dress up as Arthur Daly. And what a good idea.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? All your Arthur Daly car dealing fantasies in one easy car sales patch. Well, that's it from the 2025 Classic Motor Show here in Birmingham. We're now off for a pint and a good sit down.
Listen out though for a bonus episode coming very soon with all the results of that Iconics auction.
And we'll be back soon with another nearly award-winning podcast that is the Tyre Kickers. But for now, goodbye.
Bye.